Tashi Delek, welcome you all to Tibet House, to the International Nalanda Studies. This is to bring to your notice and to information that the Nalanda Diploma course, which is for 1 year, the first batch is coming to a clean completion very soon. And the second batch of the Nalanda Diploma course will be soon soon will be opened to enrollment and registration in the month of October. And the commencement of the second batch of the Nalanda Diploma course will happen in the January of 2020. So this is very good news for everybody all over the world. And just for information, the International Nalanda Studies was initially conceived in the idea of this is conceived in the year 2016, and the program was actually launched by His Holiness the Dalai Lama here in Tegra Stadium in Delhi. In the presence of the Indian Union Minister, Shri Kiran Rijiju ji, and Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Shri Najib Jongji. And it was very auspicious that it was attended to by about 10,000 people in the stadium, and His Holiness so kindly launched the program, and he was extremely happy that such a program is happening on such a large-scale international level, and that he blessed this program, and it's really very auspicious that for the Nalanda Master's course, initially the enrollment was about 460 students from all over the world, from about 46 countries. And then the very next year, we launched the Nalanda Diploma course. And for that, the program is for 1 year. And the enrollment was almost 800 students from all over the world. So it was a great success. And the students really benefited a lot. And from my personal experience of traveling everywhere in the world and meeting with various people interested in the Buddhist philosophy, so whenever I ask some technical questions in the classes or the study retreats, the people who give very sensible answers, they are mainly from the Nalanda Master's course and Nalanda Diploma course. This is such a very encouraging indication for us, as a feedback for us. And then the whole idea as to the conception of this idea of the Nalanda Diploma course, Nalanda Studies, is for the reason that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who is like the sun in this world, to disseminate the compassion, to disseminate the sense of the brotherhood, sisterhood amongst the humanity all over the world, across the border of the ethnicities, religions, and so forth. So the people automatically, they are being, of course, attracted by the warmth and the charisma and the influence of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and then they become so interested to learn more about very profound compassion, very profound the philosophy of dependent origination and so forth. And the question is, where can we learn these concepts on a more sophisticated, intricate, and more systematic form? And then till then, 2016, of course there are several places here and there where these courses are given, but somehow it may not happen on a large scale, and then in some cases they can be quite expensive to the ordinary the people. And then in some cases the teachings are happening in Tibetan, and then they have to go through the translators. Oftentimes there's a little bit of the miscommunication happening, the lapse happening, and then here the Mr. Dipesh Thakur, now with the teacher's name given, Tenzin Chogyala, he conceived this idea that why not Tibet House can say start such a program internationally. So then this everything started from there. So this is the where people, once they come to see the need to learn how to practice compassion, how to practice understanding of interdependency, and so forth, and then on that basis, how to deal with one's own emotions, and how to lead a very happy family life, how to live a very happy community life, and then how to be somebody who can contribute to the community rather than creating disharmony. So there, with this, then the concept of the international Nalanda studies came into being. So this is an incredibly great the blessing from His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and the blessing from everybody who's interested in this cause. And then we see that His Holiness blesses the people to be more educated in these very sophisticated, very precious teachings of the Buddha, and particularly the teachings of philosophy, psychology, metaphysics, logics, and so forth, taught by the great Nalanda masters. And the people, once they get the interest, when the interest is aroused, then they are looking for places to go to really study there. And then we are very happy to say that along with the other centers, many other centers who are doing their own share of disseminating these brilliant teachings, brilliant thoughts, and the philosophies of the great Indian Nalanda masters, we are very happy to see that Tibet House, in its own ways, with the help of many supporters, for example, like Mr. Dipesh Thakurji, and then the Mrs. Rema, Mrs. Rema Goengaji, and the many others. We see that this program is coming out to be really, really, really very successful on a very large scale and very effective, and so many people benefited. So it's not a matter of the conversion. It's all about that the people who come in contact with these studies, Nalanda Diploma course, Nalanda Master's course, Nalanda Master's Proficiency course, come in contact with this, the person should become a happier person. This whole purpose of this. So in this regard, we are very happy to say that the next batch, the second batch, is going to be introduced very soon, the beginning of next year, the new year of the next year. So this is the good news that I'm sharing with all of you, and anybody interested, I would really inform you that this is a great opportunity for somebody to learn these very sophisticated teachings of the Nalanda masters, the Buddha's teachings, in a very systematic way, and yet and the efficiencies there, and then in terms of the expenses, this is just too minimal. We really don't want to charge anything from the people who are interested in this, but then to make sure that they feel the weight of this, we just the registration fee, just something minimal, is being charged. And then for the monastics and for the students, to encourage the students, and as a gesture of respect for the monastics, we are also giving scholarships, 75% of the scholarships to the monastics, as a gesture of respect to them, and then for the students, to encourage them to become a better human being, to become a happier person, to become a happier family member, to make your family happy, to make your community happy, and eventually to become somebody who can really contribute to the nation and to the world at large. So this is the purpose of this. And the one problem that we have is that in the middle of our course, again, people continue to register, they request for registration, and then we cannot say no, because that they take interest in the teachings of compassion, teaching of the wisdom. And then to say yes, again, they interrupt the flow of the the main class. So therefore, we wish that anybody who's interested, they're able to sign up for this program in time, meaning that before the end of January 2020, end of January. And so the actual commencement of the course will happen in January, but the registration will be open till the end of January next year, 2020. So if you know anybody who's interested in such a very systematic studies, then I appreciate, Tibet House, we appreciate that you inform this to others so that they don't miss to register on time. So thank you so much, and this is we like to say express and convey the Happy New Year 2020 for to every one of you. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Thank you so much.